You are live. The floor is yours.
Good morning, and thank you for joining this special call meeting of the Board of Elections and Registration. Let's call the meeting to order at 10:04 a.m. Board, staff, and guests, please mute yourselves if you're not speaking this morning. And with that, may I have a motion to approve the agenda, which will cover public comments. If there's any acknowledgement of a final order of civil action, Susan Camp versus Sylvia Wafer Baker. Board member discussion, then we will have a motion to acknowledge a substitute nomination for Chief Magistrate, and then we will adjourn. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. And I'll second it.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Hearing none, the agenda is approved. Next, we will have public comments. If anyone would like to speak, you will have 3 minutes. Okay, hearing none, this portion is closed. Next, I would like to acknowledge the final order of civil action we received from the Superior Court. And this is just the final order that disqualified Ms. Baker for not being on the magistrate ballot. So, and I can read this just very briefly. The petition for appeal and judicial review filed by Susan S. Camp came before this court on April 22nd, 2022 for consideration. The sole issue the Board of Elections had to decide was Ms. Baker disqualified from holding office and thus from running as a candidate for Chief Magistrate Judge of Douglas County. It is mandated as a matter of local legislation that this office must be held by a member of the State Bar of Georgia for a period of 3 years. Upon review of the record of the proceedings of the Douglas County Board of Elections and after hearing oral argument, it is without dispute the respondent, Sylvia Wafer Baker, is not a member of the State Bar of Georgia. The court further finds that the Douglas County Board of Elections erred in its interpretation of the law and in failing to disqualify Sylvia Wafer Baker on the grounds that she does not meet the qualifications required to hold the office of Chief Magistrate of Douglas County. Accordingly, the board's decision not to disqualify Ms. Baker is hereby reversed. Ms. Baker is disqualified from said office and should not be allowed to be a candidate for said office. This is pursuant to Code OCGA 21-2-6. The board shall withhold the name of the candidate from the ballot or strike such candidate's name from the ballot if the ballots have been printed. So this is ordered by Walter J. Matthews, who is a senior judge, Superior Courts of Georgia, on April 26, 2022. Are there any board member discussions at this moment? Okay, so hearing none. Next, is there a motion to acknowledge substitution of a nomination? So we received from Ingrid Landis Davis, Chair of the Douglas County Democratic Committee, and she states, in light of the disqualification of Chief Magistrate Judge candidate Attorney Sylvia Wafer Baker by Senior Judge Walter Matthews, the Douglas County Democratic Committee is exercising its option to appoint a replacement candidate. Attorney Ryan C. Williams is the replacement candidate that the Democratic Committee names to run for Chief Magistrate Judge. Currently, Attorney Williams is on the ballot to run for Superior Court Judge. He has agreed to withdraw from that race and will be notifying the Board of Elections Director in writing of his withdrawal and his acceptance of the Chief Magistrate Judge candidacy.
Mr. Williams, one second. Mr. Williams did turn in that withdrawal for the previous position and did acknowledge his acceptance of the candidacy of the Democratic Party nomination for a Chief Magistrate Judge.
Thank you for that insight. Any questions before we?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This is Bob. Excuse me. is it safe to make the assumption, this probably for the county attorney, Mr. Watson, that Mr. Williams qualifies for the candidacy?
No, you don't make any assumptions.
Sorry?
You don't make any assumptions. First of all, we don't assume he paid the fee. He does have to pay the fee still, I believe. And Mr. Kidd, did he already pay it or not?
He did not already pay it. The qualifications of paying the fee and submitting the rest of the qualifying paperwork will be part of today's motion from the Board of Elections and Registration.
Great. And to your question, Bob, if someone were to come and challenge his qualifications, we'd have to go through the exercise again.
I understand. Okay, I understand. Yeah, we're not. Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
We're not the qualifying party.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, may we have the motion statement, please?
The motion statement is as follows. I make a motion to acknowledge the substitute nomination of the Democratic Party of Douglas County for the office of Chief Magistrate Judge of Ryan Williams, with the condition that Mr. Williams pays the qualifying fees associated with the position and turn in all qualifying paperwork. At such time, the Board of Elections and Registration shall subsequently forward Mr. Williams' name to appear on the November ballot for the Democratic Party candidate for Chief Magistrate Judge.
Thank you, Director Kidd. Any board member will motion and second that, please?
I'll second that. This is Maurice Hurry.
Okay, it's been motioned by Maurice, and I saw Kevin Evans seconded. Any discussion? All in favor that this motion is to acknowledge the substitute nomination of Ryan Williams for candidacy for Chief Magistrate Judge. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Seeing none, this motion passes. With that, our meeting stands adjourned. It is 10:11 a.m. and our next regular board meeting is Thursday, May 12th at 5:00 p.m. Please join us virtually there as well. Have a wonderful weekend.